Hey guys, I'm April from Giggle Glitter Graphics, and this is my flip through of my Magic Forest Fairy Journal. This journal is 2.5 inches thick. You can see on the side, this way. And it is 8.25 by 6.25 inches wide. If you've been following this series, you've noticed that the cover of this has changed a little bit since I worked on it. I usually come back and rework things even after I've videoed the process. But I've added some gold leaf on the front because I'm now obsessed with it. I picked it up on a whim, these foil flakes from Michaels. And they are now going to be on everything. I have them in silver too. I do have a tassel on the side. That has not changed since the video. You can find a link to the playlist of all previous videos of work on this journal down below. So there we've got the tassel. I have this on a clip so it can come off. And I'm just gonna set that to the side so it's not banging around during this little flip through. Let's see, I've got a magnetic clasp on this. If I had to do this again, I'd make it just a little stronger, add a bigger or a second magnet inside of there. But there's a rhinestone and I have a little iridescent lace on here and then this natural fiber ribbon. And then I've got more of this natural fiber ribbon on the front. And the back, I don't really have anything going on. I just left that wrinkly paper texture from covering the book. I'm gonna go ahead and go inside. So the other magnet is hidden under this bit of ribbon on the side. And we have a pocket on the inside with our little sketchbook all ready to doodle in or make some notes in, and this mushroom card. This journal's made almost entirely from printables that I've designed. I kind of design things as I go along and add on while I'm working on these projects, and then I offer them for sale in my shop. Here, this is the little lunch bag flip that we did in the video, and I've added on some decoration on the front. This pops open. There are some little places inside where you can tuck some things. I glued a rhinestone onto a paper clip to make just a little clip. This used to have a ribbon around it and it was a little too lumpy for me, so I replaced it with this paper clip and a little fairy charm on there. We've got, let's see, some handmade painted paper on a pocket. I've got room here to add something in, a little bit of blue trim on the side, another pocket. Nice big journaling tag with some of that glitter cardstock that I love so much. And there's a couple things tucked in here. We've got a bookmark and a tag. And then this flips open. Let's move this over. I've got a little glassine bag with some mushroom fussy cuts in it. A bookmark I made with some lace and just a piece of extra scrapbook paper, and then this is just a piece of journaling paper, a little bit of notebook paper clipped on here with a regular old green paper clip. We've got a loaded tag in here and a couple of things to pull out. And then we've got a couple things tucked into this inside pocket. We've got a little flower card and a butterfly slide. I love this with the little rhinestones. Back in. So here we've got, I worked on this page on camera. We've got the vellum that kind of flips up so you can see the paper underneath. And I added a couple of things since I did this video. At the bottom, I just put a mushroom and this little piece of graph paper that flips up. We've got a flower tag, and I used my glitter pen. Cute little fairy. And a piece of ephemera. I have a big pack that I purchased, so I can add in a few things. I like some variety in with the printables. This is my little secret fairy folder. So this is a piece of glitter cardstock. I rounded all the corners and I just folded it in half. I haven't glued this or anything. It's pretty stiff. There's a plastic coating on here. And I grabbed a couple of colored index cards and I cut them to fit inside and rounded the corners on those as well. So that's kind of a secret note spot. And that just goes right under these fussy cuts. I glued them most of the way down and left a little bit open. Here's another piece of handmade paper. It's just a piece of notebook paper tucked inside. I did put a little washi tape there for giggles, just for fun. A little bit of this crazy netting. I got a bunch of this at the thrift store and I was so excited when I found out it was netting and not just yarn. Got a little belly band with another piece of ephemera tucked in. And this was in my last video. This is a little flip up and there's some notebook journaling pages underneath here. This ended up working really well. And I have the whole process for this in part 4 of the video series. Nice journaling page, and some watercolor trees. Here we're in between the signatures. I just clipped in some extra paper and things to use at a later date. And I took one of my fussy cuts and I attached a paper clip so that it made it into a decorative paper clip. And then I just used that to hold all of this on. And I've done that a couple times in this book. Clip that back on there. Just to dress up those paper clips a little bit. I'll probably be doing that a lot in the future. Let's look, we got a journaling card tucked in here. Some more space to write. So this is my personal journal and I haven't written in it yet. I've just kind of filled it with a bunch of things that I enjoy. There's a little piece of poetry from an old book, a little fairy tag from the kit. And this is another book like the sketchbook at the beginning. It's a 4-book set, The Little Explorer's Journals. And I've made this into a pocket so that I could tuck this glassine bag inside as well. And there's just a couple little fussy cuts in there. There's a center spread, left some extra space here to play with in the future. Here's another one of those loaded tags. There's some little tickets. And it's a pretty fairy jar. And then I've got a belly band on this side with a couple of tags. I've got that one with flowers, and then this is kind of a lake scene, and I've put it on some of that glitter cardstock again. And I love this purple chenille ribbon up the middle. It makes me very happy. I don't know how much more of that I have, but hopefully I have more for the future. Got some more journaling space, and here I've made a 3-layer flip. This top layer is a notebook, and again I go through how I made all of this in part 4 of this series. I'll just pop that out. I've got a little bit of note paper in there. Let's slide that back under, and then this flips open. We've got some more paper that you can write on here, and then underneath there's a pocket, and then there's also a little tuck spot here so that you can tuck something in, kind of like a little secret pocket situation. I'm really happy with that. Here's the other side of that tuck spot, and this has made it into a flap. We've got some extra space here and our cute bunny rabbit. And I had this fox cut out. I have a bunch of these crazy chipboard cutouts that I got years ago as samples. And I just put some more of that gold leaf on it to fancy him up. I put one of my kit pieces just to finish off that pocket on that side. This page is all butterfly slides. I did a video on just the butterfly slides making this page. There's a flip up. We've got a little tiny pocket here with this butterfly coming out of its cocoon. The big slide is a pocket, and then we've got another one tucked inside, right like that. We've got our waterfall page. We've got a big art card. I love all the little buttons and bits showing. There's a lot of washi tape on this page, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Flip that up. We've got a pocket here. A little piece of vellum and just added some texture. And another pocket right down here. This is just a piece of packing paper. I put a little washi tape on the back. And there's a little space here to play with in the future if I want to. Got the center spread, some more journaling space. And this is another one of those loaded tags. There's a whole kit full of those. I have a journaling card tucked inside of this one. A little bit of fabric that I placed down the edge. This is packing paper as well. And we've got this castle and a teeny tiny little envelope. I don't think there's anything inside of this particular one. Oh, there is something in there. There's a little extra piece from the kit tucked inside, a little button. Put that back in there. And I've glued on, this is one of the big Magic Forest fussy cuts. I've glued that on, and it has been left open, so you can tuck something in there. I'm not sure what I'm going to put there, but it's an option just to pop something in there. I love her. She looks so fierce. This is another little paper clip I made. I just clipped it right over top and used some washi tape to hold it on to this tag. Let's see if I can get this off of here. So this was a double-sided tag from the kit. I just wrapped the washi tape right around so that you got the clip. We've got a little journaling card, a couple scraps of paper that kind of matches everything else that's going on in the journal. Here we've got an envelope I've tucked. What have I tucked in here? Oh, a couple extra tags in here to play with. A flower and a fairy door. Just hold that back shut. The pretty bird on the front. This is a torn piece of glitter cardstock. I put an eyelet in there and added some ribbon. This little fussy cut was under paper clip. Got one of those flower cards there. And we got another fairy. I made a pocket with the old fabric here to hold that one. So there's that. Got a pocket here to put things in, and there is a little bit, I just attached the corner of this, so you could slide something through there if you wanted to. This page has, we've got some fussy cut and another one of those butterfly slides inside the pocket, and a fairy card on the top of this, and then this opens up and I have a bunny rabbit inside. It's a little craft envelope that I glued on and made into a pocket, as well as left an envelope. Another pocket. This is Pretty Butterfly, another one of our Explorers books. This one has little pictures of animals, kind of abstract sketches inside. Got this pretty flower card, the roses, and a fussy cut. So I did a belly band. This was one of the pockets from the set, and I just turned it into a belly band, added some text, and this is a big envelope. And I've got all of my leftover, there's not very much, there's some leftover fussy cut pieces in here that I had not used yet. So I wanted to keep them with the journal So I would have them in the future to add in. This has a pretty lake scene on it. Paper clipped the tree fussy cuts with this pocket. Can tuck some things in there. This is another where I've turned it into a paper clip, and we've got a couple sheets of paper and this big tree. There we go. We've got another loaded pocket here, or another loaded tag here, and I've turned it into a pocket. I just glued these two sides so that there's lots of space to slide something big in there. And then this is a flower art card. And I just, again, glued two sides of it so that you can slide something else inside of there. Like that. And there's some pretty graphics on the... See if I can find my card. I made like hidden pockets on all of these cards. And that one. Got some watercolor flowers. A little bit of washi tape. You know I love my washi tape. This is a bookmark. And I just turned that into a belly band. I glued the top and bottom, tucked a little piece of ephemera in here, and then I've got these really pretty pieces of washi tape. There's a couple of lovely ladies that I thought went with our fairy theme. I love this page, she's so pretty. We've got quite a bit going on here. We've got, let's see, let's start at the bottom. We've got a couple cards tucked into this pocket at the bottom. Got a little rhinestone on there. Used a button, and this is a piece of that iridescent lace. You'll see that kind of scattered throughout the book. And then more of that vellum. I made a little angled pocket to glue to this piece of ephemera. And then the ephemera I glued down to make that into a pocket as well. And I've got another one of my butterfly slides with a little piece of fabric, some of the text from the kit, and more of that chenille and sparkly ribbon. Some more journaling. Some more of that gold foil, and I'm super excited about this. I made a little hidden journaling spot. So this just slides right out. I took one of the art cards from the kit and I just cut the top off, and I glued a piece of index card to the back, added a rhinestone and a fussy cut, and then just glued it onto the page so that it kind of disappears and you've got this hidden writing space or secret messages. Got a double pocket situation going. More gold leaf. Once I found out what that did, I used it everywhere. Got another one of our kit tags. Pretty piece of ephemera. I love all these written note pieces. And this is part, I've used several pieces of this. There was a big vintage bed sheet that I got a piece of, and I cut some of the butterflies out of that. Cut the butterfly out and this piece back here. We've got, tuck these back in. So we've got this, all these flowers that were from the sheet, and I let that overhang a bit so that it adds some texture to the outside of the book. Got a tulip card this time. And this is an envelope. And I have, what do I have in here? A little fairy house tucked inside. Here we are at the end. This is a massive fussy cut from the Magic Forest fussy cut set. And I just kind of bridged across the page with that one. I've added another one of these little envelopes with this piece of ephemera and more of that iridescent lace around the edges just to make it fancy. And inside I've just got a leaf in here. Her back inside. And this again, I glued just in this area so that this big fussy card could be used as a pocket. Got the butterfly. This was a card from the kit and I glued, looks like I didn't glue it quite tight enough, but glued on two sides and I rounded one corner and that made another little tuck spot for a leaf. And then this back pocket, I've got the last of our little notebooks from the Explorer Journals kit. And I had another cutout of an acorn. I added a little bit of stenciled paint on there. And one final journaling card with our glitter card stuff. I hope you enjoyed my flip through of my Magic Forest Fairy Journal. I really loved working on this. I probably made way too many videos for it and I could have made twice as many, but I decided not to stay on the same subject for too long. If you're interested in any of the things that you've seen, most of them are printables available in my shop and there are links down below. If you're curious about something and you can't find it, just comment down below, let me know you can't find it, and I will point you in the right direction. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.